in the previous chapter we had learnt what a tissue is, and we have classified the tissues into two categories, that is the plant tissue and the animal tissue. Now today we are going to discuss about the plant tissues in detail. Now the plant tissues begin with the tissue called as the meristematic tissue. The meristematic tissue, the word meristos comes from the Greek word called which means growth. Now that means here it's already known that meristematic represents growth of a plant. Now we will get these type of tissues in all the places where the plant shows growth. Now if you classify meristematic tissue in this part of a plant, it can be classified as the upper tip part, the middle region part and the lower part. The classified meristematic tissues are the apical meristematic tissue. Then you have the tip portion is called as the apical meristematic tissue. The middle part is the intercalary meristem and the lower part is the lateral meristem. Now here let us discuss about the characteristics of meristematic tissue. Now looking onto the characteristics of meristematic tissue, the cells are immature and undifferentiated. They are oval and generally round in shape. They are very active because they are active in the sense because they are dealing with the growth part, and they have a very thin cell wall. So looking at these characteristics, if you go and search in parts of a plant where there are a new growing plant in the plant tip, you will find the apical meristematic tissue. This part is the part which is responsible for the growth only in the upward direction. So there we can find in apical meristem there is longitudinal growth. Same way it also in intercalary meristem we always would find longitudinal growth, whereas in case of lateral meristem we will find growth taking place girth wise or diameter wise. So sometimes we find the plant very thick plants, so which means that the growth has taken place around its diameter. So basic function, if you start correlating it, the functions of what are the functions, if the question comes, what are the functions of meristematic tissues, then we can all write that they are responsible for the growth of a plant, they are responsible for growth of a plant longitudinal wise as well as girth wise. Now let us come to the next part of the plant tissue, that is the permanent tissue. The permanent tissue, as the name suggests, in a plant is present, it means it is permanent. These tissues are almost dead. They are not that active as that of the meristematic tissue. And there are two types of permanent tissue, simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. The simple permanent tissue, if you classify, you will come to know about three types of simple permanent tissues. They are parenchyma, then we have the collenchyma and the sclerenchyma. In case of complex permanent tissue, we have the xylem and the phloem cell. In the next video, you will come to know about the differentiation between the sclerenchyma, collenchyma and parenchyma, and I would also explain you the difference between the xylem and the phloem tissues.